I'm not getting a little brother or sister, am I?
You sound just like every other politician.
Do I look like every other politician?
I'm a different person, you know, now than I was January 19th.
Have you heard the buzz about Regina King? Many people were talking about her, but is it true? Did something really happen in her life?
That child is coming. It's your grandchild.
Regina King is an amazing actress, known for her talent and strong presence. But what was all the talk about? Let's take a closer look at what's going on with Regina King.
One of the first things I remember just making so much of a stunning impression on me as a kid was
Taking a trip back to her early days. Born on January 15, 1971, in sunny Los Angeles, California, Regina Renee King was always meant for greatness. She grew up in the heart of LA, which is often considered a dream place to live. But her childhood wasn't exactly the perfect picture some might imagine. Sure, from a young age, Regina had the talent to act, but her family life wasn't the easiest. Despite that, she knew from the start she had big dreams.
up watching Cher and her trajectory, beautiful and magnificent as she was on the Sonny and Cher show, and then when she went on to do her own show, she just had these clothes, which later I learned they were Bob Mackie designs, and just blew me away.
Fast forward to 1985, when Regina was just 16. She landed her first big break on the hit TV show 227. She didn't play the lead role, but she played a character named Brenda Jenkins. That role helped her become a star and get noticed by the whole country. People loved her on the show, and she became America's sweetheart almost overnight.
I'm not getting a little brother or sister, am I?
And here's something really cool. By the time she was 16, she was already making a lot of money. So much that she bought herself a new car for her sweet 16th birthday, a shiny blue Toyota MR2. Can you imagine? That's the kind of gift most teenage girls dream of. But there's a twist to this story. Her mom, Gloria, ended up crashing Regina's new car. But wait, don't go judging Gloria too quickly. Let me tell you about how amazing she is. Gloria was Regina's rock. She raised Regina and her sister Raina on her own after splitting up with their dad in 1987. Now, Regina's dad wasn't around much. He was the type of dad who disappeared for months at a time, so he wasn't winning any Father of the Year awards. But Regina had her mom, Gloria, who always made sure her daughters felt loved and supported. Gloria taught them that they could dream big, and most importantly, that they could achieve anything they wanted to.
I want to make people feel the way she makes me feel, or the way.
King's life off camera was heartbreaking, starting with her love life in the mid-90s. In 1995, Regina began dating Ian Alexander Sr., the VP of Quest Records. Things heated up quickly, and by January 19, 1996, the couple welcomed their baby boy, Ian Alexander Jr. Regina was over the moon and completely in love with her son.
We talk about dating, we talk about everything. We talk about life.
He's really cute.
Yeah, he's a DJ.
Yeah. He, did you get him a car?
In 1997, Regina and Ian Sr. got married, making it official. But unfortunately, not every love story has a happy ending. Rumors started swirling that Ian had some serious issues, like cheating and struggling with substance abuse. These problems took a toll on their marriage, and by 2006, they were done. Just like that, Regina's fairy tale came to a close. It was a tough time, but Regina didn't give up. She moved forward for the sake of her son, who, like Regina, ended up with a father figure who wasn't Ian. But if you thought Regina's heartbreak ended there, think again. In 2011, Regina got into a relationship with actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. They had known each other for years, and Regina thought she had finally found the one. Unfortunately, this love story also ended in heartbreak. Malcolm dumped her on Valentine's Day after just 2 years together. His excuse? He simply wasn't feeling it anymore. Ouch. Regina had to pack up and leave his house with her son, and it was a tough moment for her.
Ow.
Yeah, we're doing the college apps and all of that.
Do you talk to him about sex?
Yeah.
What do you
we
say?
You know, we talk about all sex.
Okay, let me just get right to the point.
King's bond with her only child, Ian, was something truly special. She often said that her favorite thing about herself was being Ian's mom. She had a deep love for him that showed in everything she did. In fact, she once shared that being a mother to Ian was her greatest achievement. While collecting one of her many awards, she said, "The fact that I get to share this night with you, the best date in the house, makes being a mother my greatest accomplishment. I love you." If you know Regina, you know she meant every word. Regina always felt proud of the person Ian was becoming. She said that seeing him grow up made her feel like she had done something right in life. He was a wonderful young man, and their time together was always precious. Despite her busy career, Regina made sure to be there for him. She shared that she turned down job opportunities that would take her away from him. She refused to work outside of Los Angeles, choosing instead to be present in Ian's life and make sure he had a normal upbringing. She wanted him to attend regular school, and she made decisions based on that. As a mom, Regina made it a point to stay close to home. Even though her career could have pulled her in different directions, she didn't want to miss any important moments with Ian. However, there was a time when Ian moved out of the house, and Regina admitted that she missed the noise and chaos. Her home had always been full of life, and it became much quieter when Ian was no longer there. Regina also opened up about a conversation she had with one of her friends, a white woman, about the differences in how they raised their sons. When they talked about what they would teach their sons before they learned to drive, Regina shared how her talk with Ian was very different.
Okay. I heard that you talked to your son about sex and asked him afterwards, did you hold her? Did you
talk to her? Do you guys actually talk? Because I think it's important for him to know that.
She had to prepare Ian for situations that her friend did not have to worry about. This conversation was a tough reminder of the reality that many Black parents face in America, and it broke Regina's heart to know that this was a conversation she had to have.
Regina King's son, Ian Alexander Jr., has died. Ian, who was a musician, died by suicide just days after his 26th birthday. He was Regina's only child that she shared with her ex-husband, Ian Alexander Sr. In a statement to E! News, Regina said,
On January 21st, 2022, tragedy struck when Regina's son, Ian, died by suicide at just 26 years old. It was a devastating blow for her. King went through an unimaginable loss. Regina has been working through her grief, reflecting on his struggles with depression and how much he hid from the world. In an emotional interview for the April 2024 cover of Harper's Bazaar, she opened up about the pain she still feels and how it's changed her perspective on life.
I'm a different person, now than I was January 19th. I am...
Regina shared that her faith has been tested since Ian's death. She said, "I feel like I am in a place now where my faith has really been challenged." She went on to talk about how she used to believe that if you put good things into the world, good things would come back to you. But after losing Ian, she's found that this is not always true. Despite all the love, care, and effort she and Ian put into fighting his depression, it didn't seem to make things better for him.
Ian's choice, which I respect and understand, that he didn't want to be here anymore. And that's a hard thing for other people to receive because they did not live our experience.
Ian, who was a DJ and musician, was known for his joy and light. Regina described him as someone who would always make others feel special, no matter how he was feeling inside. "A smile doesn't always mean happy," Regina said, explaining how Ian struggled with depression, even though he hid it well. She said he always worked hard to give love to others, but sadly, it wasn't always returned to him in the way he needed.
So angry with God, that why would that weight be given to Ian?
She felt anger toward God for allowing her son to suffer. In the interview, Regina shared the anger she feels toward God for allowing her son to suffer. She wondered why Ian, someone who worked so hard on himself with therapy and programs, still felt the heavy weight of depression. Regina said Ian even told her he was tired of talking about his struggles. This really hurt Regina because she wanted to help him, but couldn't find a way to ease his pain. She respected his decision, even though it was heartbreaking. Losing a child is a pain that no parent should have to endure, and for Regina, it was like losing a part of herself. Even though it's incredibly hard for Regina, she also spoke about how being Ian's mom was the best part of her life. She said that she could only respect her journey as a mother because of all the love she shared with him. Even through the toughest times, she is still processing his death, and it's clear that the grief is something that will stay with her for a long time.
My favorite thing about myself is being Ian's mom. And I can't say that with a smile, with tears, with all of the emotion that comes with that. I can't do that if I did not respect the journey.
Regina has found some comfort in connecting with other mothers who have also lost their children. Talking with them has helped her understand that the grief doesn't go away quickly. "No one could have prepared me for this," she said, explaining that even years after losing a child, the pain remains. But even in the darkest of times, she found the strength to keep going. She honors Ian's memory by speaking about him with love and respect. She believes he is always with her, and his memory continues to guide her through her journey of grief. Even though it seemed like she might never return to her career, Regina has slowly found a way to move forward, carrying her love for Ian with her every step of the way. Bouncing back into her career, Regina says, "I'm a different person now." And you can really see it in how she's bouncing back into her career. Diving right in with a big project, she's playing the role of Shirley Chisholm in a movie about the trailblazing politician. Shirley Chisholm was the first Black woman ever elected to the U.S. Congress, and she made history in many ways. Regina has been working on this project for a long time, about 15 years, and she admits that back then, she wasn't ready to play such an important role. But now she's more than ready to take on the challenge.
It's been a 15-year journey since we were going to tell Shirley's story to now it actually happening.
The movie about Shirley Chisholm is a huge deal, and it's so powerful to see Regina take on such a meaningful role. Shirley Chisholm was not only the first Black female congresswoman, but also a leader who paved the way for many others. It's clear that Regina is putting her heart and soul into this role, and it's inspiring to watch. She's using her own life experiences to bring a powerful story to life, showing just how strong and resilient she is.
And I think 15 years ago, I wasn't ready to play Shirley. I may have thought that I was then, but I wasn't ready. I needed to live more life.
Regina King has built a reputation as someone who doesn't back down, no matter what. She's Hollywood's take-no-nonsense queen, and she's shown that over and over again. Regina has worked hard her entire life, and she feels that the universe has looked out for her. Despite the tough times and the challenges she's faced, Regina has never stopped moving forward. Now, Hollywood is tough, especially for Black women trying to make it in the industry. Even Regina King had her struggles. She didn't always feel recognized or appreciated, and at one point, she felt like she might never even get nominated for an Emmy. In fact, Regina wrote an opinion piece criticizing the Emmys for not honoring enough people of color. She felt the awards were missing the mark in recognizing Black talent. But despite her frustrations, Regina's star continued to shine. She won 4 Emmys and became a living legend in the process. Looking back, Regina admitted that she didn't expect to be nominated after speaking out about the Emmys. But as she says, pointing out the facts and sharing her feelings was its own reward.
Ooh, live TV, here we go. Welcome to the 93rd Oscars.
King's opening speech at the 2021 Oscars caused quite a stir. She spoke about how tough the past year had been for everyone, especially with the trial of Derek Chauvin, the police officer who killed George Floyd.
To be honest, if things had gone differently this past week in Minneapolis, I might have traded in my heels for marching boots. Now,
she began by saying, "It has been quite a year, and we are still smack dab in the middle of it." She then mentioned how if the trial had ended differently, she might have traded in her fancy shoes for marching boots. She said, "I know many of you want to reach for your remote when you feel Hollywood is preaching to you. But as the mother of a black son who fears for his safety, no fame or fortune changes that." Regina's words were honest and raw. She wanted everyone to understand that even though she's a famous actress, her worries as a mother of a black son are real, and she's not immune to the pain that others feel.
I know that a lot of you people at home want to reach for your remote when you feel like Hollywood is preaching to you. But as a mother of a black son, I know the fear that so many live with, and no amount of fame or fortune changes that. Okay?
After this, Regina spoke about the strict rules at the ceremony. To make the event safer, attendees had to follow special protocols to be able to sit together without masks. She explained how the cameras worked. When the cameras were on, the mask came off. But when the cameras weren't on, everyone had to wear masks again. She then moved on to announce the winner for Best Original Screenplay, which was Promising Young Woman by Emerald Fennell. However, her remarks didn't just get praise. Many people were upset by what she said. On Twitter, some viewers were excited and supported Regina. One person wrote, "Regina King kept it real about the Chauvin verdict." Another said, "Speak on it, sis. She is absolutely crushing this." They praised her for being direct and for speaking out about something important. For many, it felt like Regina King was speaking the truth that needed to be heard. But not everyone agreed with her. Some people on Twitter were angry about her comments. It seemed like Regina's remarks were causing a lot of debate. Some viewers felt that she was using the Oscars to push a political message, and they didn't like that. They seemed upset by her comments about George Floyd and the trial. They felt that an awards show should focus on the movies, not politics. In some ways, Regina's speech wasn't anything new. Many other actors and celebrities have used award shows to talk about important issues. For example, Leonardo DiCaprio spoke about climate change in 2016 during his Oscar speech. And in 2017, Meryl Streep made headlines by speaking out against Donald Trump. Celebrities have long used their platforms to raise awareness about important topics. Despite this, Regina King's speech at the 2021 Oscars felt different to some people. It sparked a huge reaction online, and many people couldn't stop talking about it. For some, it was a powerful moment of truth, while for others, it felt like too much. This split reaction shows just how divided people can be when it comes to mixing politics with entertainment.
All right. Ooh! Regina King!
Also at the 2020 Emmys, Regina King made a strong and powerful statement with her fashion choice. The 72nd Emmy Awards were very different from past years because of the pandemic. With no red carpet and fewer glamorous dresses, we didn't expect much in terms of high-end fashion. But Regina King surprised everyone when she accepted her award for lead actress in a limited series while wearing a t-shirt that honored Breonna Taylor.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Breonna Taylor was a young woman who was tragically killed by police in her own home. Regina's t-shirt had the words "Say Her Name" on it, a powerful message to remind people of Breonna's story and the ongoing fight for justice. Regina also posted on Instagram before the show, sharing her thoughts about Breonna. She wrote that it had been 150 days since Breonna's death, and her killers still had not been charged. Regina added that often, Black women who die because of police violence are forgotten, and she wanted to make sure that didn't happen to Breonna. Regina wasn't the only one making a statement at the Emmys. Uzo Aduba, who won an award for her role in Mrs. America, also wore a Breonna Taylor t-shirt when she accepted her award. Both actresses used their moments on stage to speak out about the need for justice.
Wow, Mom, I won! Oh my gosh. I just want to say, thank you. Wow, thank you very, very much.
Before the show, Regina's stylists, Wayman Bannerman and Micah McDonald, shared a picture of the gown she had planned to wear if the Emmys had been held in person. But with the show being virtual, Regina felt it wasn't the right time for a traditional red carpet moment. Instead, she chose to use the occasion to bring attention to an important cause. She said that even though things weren't happening the usual way, she still wanted to get involved and do something exciting and meaningful. Regina's decision to wear the t-shirt and make a political statement was widely praised. Fans on Twitter called her a superhero for standing up for what's right. Others praised her for using her acceptance speech to encourage people to vote and make change. One fan even tweeted that Regina reminded everyone to vote while wearing the t-shirt to honor Breonna Taylor and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a U.S. Supreme Court justice who had passed away shortly before the Emmys. Regina's win also made history. It was her 4th Emmy Award, which tied her with actress Alfre Woodard for the most acting Emmys won by any performer. Regina's award for her role in Watchmen made her one of the most decorated actors in Emmy history. Regina King's powerful fashion statement at the Emmys wasn't just about her clothes. It was about using her platform to speak up for change. It was a moment that many people will remember, not just for her acting talent, but also for her courage to stand up for justice and equality. Regina also won her 3rd Primetime Emmy Award for playing the mother of a murdered Black teenager in the Netflix series 7 Seconds. Her powerful performance in the 2018 movie If Beale Street Could Talk also gained a lot of praise. Directed by Barry Jenkins, the movie earned King the Golden Globe Award and the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. She also won many other awards from critics, making her the most awarded actor of 2018 in film.
That child is coming. It's your grandchild.
People were especially impressed with King's acting. For example, Richard Roper from the Chicago Sun-Times said that King was blazingly good and showed deep love for her daughter in the movie. Mark Kermode from The Observer praised her for her brilliantly modulated performance and said that King could express so much with even a small movement of her body. In a review, Ben Travers from IndieWire said that King was nothing short of amazing in the series, showing both strength and vulnerability. Her performance in Watchmen was even named one of the best TV performances of the 2010s by Variety. King didn't stop there. In 2020, she made her directorial debut with One Night in Miami, a film based on a play about a meeting between 4 famous African-American men. This film made history as the first film directed by an African-American woman to be shown at the Venice Film Festival. Regina King was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Director for the movie, and she also won the Robert Altman Award at the Independent Spirit Awards. In 2021, King starred in the Netflix Western The Harder They Fall, which won her an NAACP Image Award for Best Supporting Actress. She also produced and starred in the Netflix movie Shirley, a biopic about the first Black Congresswoman, Shirley Chisholm, who ran for president.
You sound just like every other politician.
Do I look like every other politician?
King will soon direct a monster movie called Bitterroot, and she is working on producing and directing the Netflix series A Man in Full. When it comes to money, Regina has done well. Her net worth is around $6 million, which isn't bad at all. But for Regina, it's never just about the money. Her real worth is in what she stands for. Regina King has shown the world that she's not just a survivor, but a true force to be reckoned with. Her story isn't one of Hollywood drama or scandals. It's a story of strength, perseverance, and rising above everything life throws at her. Even after the most difficult heartbreaks, Regina King continues to shine and inspire. Fans are excited to see what she'll do next. And if her past is any indication, we know that Regina is just getting started.